Hello everybody, so today I am reviewing Wolf Creek 2, another film that I saw at Glasgow Fright Fest. Wolf Creek 2 is the sequel to Wolf Creek. Wolf Creek, based on true events about this killer out in Australia near Wolf Creek. And when I saw there was being a sequel, I was incredibly worried. I was like, but the first one was based on true events. Apparently this sequel as well is based on true events. This is also directed by Greg McLean again, who directed the first one, and this time it does star John Durrett as Mick Taylor again as the killer, and then Ryan Core is sort of the main guy in the film, but you have all these other characters coming along at points for killings and other crazy things. Wolf Creek 2 surprised me. I was really worried about it. I was worried that it was just going to be sort of a cash grab, I was worried it was going to be a sequel that felt very pointless and that they just were making it for the sake of making it and weren't really putting anything into it. But I was proved very wrong. Wolf Creek 2 was a whole lot of fun to me. I know this is done already really well in the Australian box office. In its opening week, it made over $1 million and was above like The Wolf of Wall Street in Australia, which is incredible, and sees that horror is sort of getting its place out there a bit in Australia. Some really great horrors have come out of Australia, like The Loved Ones, and some other well, not really a horror, but Snowtown is another great Australian film as well. All the Snowtown murders, but I'm speaking about Wolf Creek 2 today. Wolf Creek 2 is a horror and a comedy, if that makes sense. John Durrett takes on his character of Mick again and adds more and more to it and takes in the comedic element to it. This film had some really hilarious moments to it, some disturbing moments again. An incredibly disturbing scene with a song playing. I forgot the song. In the Jungle, I think it was. Yeah, In the Jungle, the lion sleep tonight. That song with kangaroos, an incredibly weird scene right there. But this film has some really hilarious moments to it. Mick says some really hilarious things, but this had a lot of people saying to me, "Hey, this doesn't have as much violence as the first one." This to me felt like it had even more violence. There's some really great effects in here, some really horrible killings. The action, there's more action things in here, and they used GoPro cameras for a lot of scenes. There's some really great sort of car chase scenes where Mick is after them, and then with like crashing scenes and things. This film was a sequel that knew what it was doing, and this is exactly how you do a horror sequel and give something to the fans that have liked the first film. You up your game a bit. Now, with Wolf Creek, the first one, it was more set in it was set in Australia, yes, but it felt like it was more set in this one location with the torture scenes and sort of the chases on the road and stuff. This takes on all these other characters, adds them all in, and sort of takes over its time. The opening is really great of the film. Is a really hilarious scene as well, and I just thought it was really great. John Durrett is just the guy that sold this whole film to me. He's absolutely hilarious. A really horrible, disturbing, and just disgusting character, but he takes it on and just sells this character to you that in the first film he was horrible and disgusting, and in this he's even more. There's just Greg McLean has made a cool sequel here, just a good sequel that could have been really bad, but knew exactly what it was doing and did a really great job. And I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I feel like there's some things that were sort of wouldn't have needed to be there, but there's one really great scene that goes on for quite a long time, but it's a scene that the audience were laughing at. This got a lot of laughs from people, and I know a lot of people saying they thought it was really fun, and it does have very serious moments to it, but just the character of Mick Taylor is just absolutely hilarious. And yes, that is my review of Wolf Creek 2, 8 out of 10 from me. A fun ride, a fun film, and a fun horror sequel that if you enjoyed the first film, I think you'll enjoy this even more. In my opinion, I think this is better than the first film and had a lot of fun with itself. And yes, that is all for today. I shall see you all again very soon. Goodbye.